Well, hey there, and good morning. I'm gonna give you a bit of a morning motivational minute ish. So, gosh, see, I need to get my stuff set up. Oops. So, this was made for me for my birthday. What, 4 years ago? But I think it's awesome because I'm really digging the quote. There's freedom waiting for you on the breezes of the sky. And you ask, what if I fail? Or what if I fall? Same thing. Oh, but my darling, what if you fly? So I obviously think that's a big thing. I mean, how do you say? My personality type, I'm an INFJ, pretty well. And so, tell me to take my medicine. I did. Okay, back to the sorry. So, it was a big thing for me because I'm like, wow, I've always, what do you call it? Always been very self-conscious about everything. I'm like, and definitely always overthink. And imagine that. So, but how do you, well, I'll go back. And you may ask, what if I fail? What if I fall? But my darling, what if you fly? So we can go many quotes with that, like, oh, see, do it. You got to do something in order to fall, but if you never do anything, you never do anything. So it's been a big thing for me. I'm like, oh, go, 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 go. But I had, how do you say, I got kicked in the ass yesterday because one mother had contacted me. Her daughter was in an accident in November, and she is still in her coma. And basically talked about just about the same things as me. I'm like, diffuse axonal injury and 3 strokes. So, but she was in a car collision with DIA head injury, 2 strokes. But once again, we can go into, you don't need to compare yourself. And it's something I've dealt with this whole time because I'm like, see other people out there making a ton of money and stuff on because they had a concussion. I'm like, all right, once again, shouldn't compare, but what? Yeah. So basically, I kind of went down the rabbit hole, and that's why I'm hour and a half late. But hey, let me show you. So this is me, riding in San Francisco, riding to work because I could do it. It was awesome. And I had a great garage actually in the building and could, it had bike racks and stuff. You can lock your bike up. I'm like, awesome. So I love that. And then there's San Francisco Bridge. Right before you go over, they have the, what do you call that? Kind of chill area. But, yep. Oops. And there's my purple people eater, my specialized looking out over San Francisco. It was after this crazy hill, and now I can't think of what it's called. I hated climbing hills. So, yep, stop, at least take a picture, get something good out of it. So, oh, and this is my buddy. Tito is on the left, then me, and then Christina. And that was actually about 30 minutes to an hour before my accident. Yep, but it was awesome. Oh, and if you think, well, my friend Doc talks about short squad. I'm like, I like to claim I'm 4'4". I'm more like 5'3". Well, they're even smaller. So, okay. But they're my buddies. Yeah. Oh, yep. There's Purple People Eater again. I need to get some pictures of my new bike. Okay, and this funny story. So, Robin is her name, and I went on one date with her, and she wouldn't go out again. I'm like, what? You're too nice. What? Yep. So there you go. But she wore the same dress that she wore on our date to the hospital, and my parents were like, what are you doing? My mom especially was like, what are you doing? She doesn't know what's up. She's like, well, I want her to look something pretty if she wakes up. And guess what? I woke up. And then my family and friends, they were very excited and just all about it. So for me, I had to, refocus, or not that, just, after getting my ass handed to me for feeling like I didn't know anything or wasn't good enough for this or that. I'm like, you know what? I'm able to see I have plenty of people around me who love me, support me, and want the best for me. It's not always easy at all, but grab on to the good in your life and use it. Sometimes, you have to remind yourself, which I'm having to remind myself, but you know what? I'm going to write it down, and continue to look at pictures so I see, hey, Obs, you're loved. Yeah, things can be hard and bummer, but you can do it. So, I'd like to pass that along to you. Remember, you matter, your story matters, and you belong here. Cheers.